Welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas Rana.
We are one-stop solution for current affairs.
We have an application student by the name CHSL which you can go and download through the Play Store. Once you have downloaded it, you can log in it through your Gmail ID.
You can find our Crack Current Affairs course on our application exclusively for current affairs, where you will be getting daily, weekly and monthly current affairs on regular basis. You can use code VIKAS10 to get additional 10% discount while purchasing the course. This video is available both in English and Hindi. The timestamp for both English and Hindi are mentioned in the description of each video. You can contact us on the number provided or mail provided. Also follow us on Telegram and Instagram, and the link for the same is provided in the description of each video.
In our course, you will be able to find the quizzes that are uploaded which will help you enhance your learning. We make sure to cover multiple banking exams that will help you to land a better job. That includes your IBPS, RRB, SBI PO and other banking related exams. We aims to cover 15 questions via handwritten notes in upcoming bank exams. These handwritten notes are available on daily current affairs content PDF at our mobile application and website careerscloud.in. Only our Crack Current Affairs subscribers will be able to access these handwritten notes. A sample PDF of the handwritten notes will be available in the description. Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are all good. So students, in this video we will be discussing important current affairs for the 4th week of Feb month. The session will be quite interesting. Students, we upload the daily current affairs video at 5 AM in the morning. Then weekly current affairs, monthly current affairs and topic wise they are uploaded regularly to help you prepare better for the competitive exams. Let's start. First is pick out the incorrect statement according to the Times Higher Education latest World Reputation Ranking 2025 report released in Feb 2025. If we look at the options here, which is incorrect statement? Option A is right, B is right, C is wrong. C is saying that IIT Bombay secured a position in the 151 to 175 ranking range. Is it correct? So remember, it is not IIT, it is IIT Bombay that has featured in this range and it has not been included in the 2025 ranking. So here IIT Bombay was featured in the previous ranking. If we look at the option A is also wrong. It is not Harvard University that maintained the first position, but it is MIT of USA that secured the first position, and University of Oxford jointly shared second position here. Right? Important. Let's start. The first is you have to find the incorrect statement with respect to Times Higher Education World Reputation Ranking released in Feb. If we look at the options, Harvard University of USA secured the first position for the 14th consecutive time in a row. Absolutely right. B is right. C is saying that IIT Bombay secured a position in 151 to 175 range here, right? But this was for the last year, and this year in 2025, IIT Bombay was not in this list. Next, mention the country that assumed the chairmanship of the Bay of Bengal Program Intergovernmental Organization from Bangladesh at the 13th Governing Council meeting on 21 Feb 2025. So, which country assumed the chairmanship of this Bay of Bengal Program Intergovernmental Organization? It is our country, India. Right? This was during the 13th Governing Council meeting that was held in Maldives. Right? And here remember, this partnership are expected to improve the blue economy, that is marine economy in this area. This will balance economic growth and also promote the marine ecological preservation. Next, in Feb, India collaborated with United Kingdom to explore the next generation telecommunication, AI and space technology. Important. Even India and UR, they are planning for the free trade agreement, and it is expected by the end of this year 2025 this agreement will be coming into place. Next, mention the organization that has launched a mobile application, UIP, Unified Investor Platform, in collaboration with Central Depository Service Limited and SEBI to provide investors with a consolidated view of their financial statements and investment. It is NSDL, National Securities Depository Limited. Right? And here this platform will provide investors with a consolidated view of their financial statements, shareholdings, investments and financial statement. This initiative will provide a secure and accessible solutions for investors by simplifying the financial data across several accounts. Next, name the payment company that recently launched India's first solar-powered payment soundbox for merchants to facilitate UPI and RuPay credit card payments using quick response code, that is QR code. So this solar-powered soundbox launched by Paytm. Next,
Mention the organization that launched the Technology Adoption Fund worth 500 crore rupees in Feb 2025 to support Indian space technology startups and reduce dependence on the imported solutions. It is Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization Center, that is InSpace. This fund will provide financial support of up to 60% of the project cost for the MSMEs and 40% of the project cost for the large companies. Correct? And here the cap is maximum of 25 crore rupees. Next, name the international airport in India that became the first to receive the Sarvashrestha Suraksha Puraskar, that is a golden trophy at the NSCI Safety Awards 2024 in the service sector category. It is Manohar International Airport, that is in Goa. The airport was developed by GMR Goa International Airport Limited, and here this airport was evaluated on safety performance, safety statistics, safety commitments, safety awareness, and many more. Next, until which date the Government of India extended the tenure of BVR Subramaniam as the Chief Executive Officer of Niti Aayog in Feb 2025? It is 24th of Feb 2026, and the appointment committee of the cabinet has approved Subramaniam's tenure till 24th of Feb 2026. Next, identify the digital payment company that started preparations for its potential IPO and plans to list on Indian stock exchanges. It is PhonePe. Next, name the company that recently signed an 8-year sponsorship deal with the International Olympic Committee, replacing Panasonic. It is TCL. Next, which of the following minerals are reclassified as the major minerals by the Ministry of Mines to boost exploration and scientific mining? Which among the following? It is barytes, feldspar, mica, and quartz. First four. Next, in Feb, Datia Airport, which is located in Dash, received the public aerodromes license under the 3C Visual Flight Rules category from Directorate General of Civil Aviation. So Datia Airport, they located, that is in Madhya Pradesh, received a public aerodrome license under the 3C Virtual Flights Rules category from DGCA. With this approval, Datia Airport is now the 8th public airport of Madhya Pradesh that is open for public use. This covers almost 118 acres of the area with a runway length of 1810 meters long. Next, who is the chairperson of the committee formed by Niti Aayog in Feb 2025 to develop a plan for the transforming All India Institute of Medical Studies AIMS Delhi into a premier institution for medical practices and research? It is Dr. V.K. Paul. Take a note of this, right? Next is in Feb, at the 51st inauguration of the Dash held in Madhya Pradesh, 139 classical dancers achieved a Guinness World Record by performing continuously for 24 hours in a classical dance relay marathon. So this was the 51st inauguration of the Khajuraho Dance Festival. If we talk about Khajuraho Dance Festival, right, it was held where? Location is important. It was held in Madhya Pradesh. Who is the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh? Mohan Yadav ji. Next, according to Financial Action Task Force, this is the organization that releases the red list, right? Their second plenary, Mexico, Elisa Day, and the Madrazo 2-year presidency in Paris, France in Feb 2025. Which of the following statement are correct here? If we look at the options here, option A is right and C is right, B is wrong. B is saying that the Philippines was added to the FATF list while Laos and Nepal were removed after addressing the regulatory weakness. So is it correct? Remember, no. Philippines was removed from this list, whereas Laos and Nepal were added to this list. Right now, all the options are right. Next, pick out the incorrect statement regarding the 17th edition of the International Defence Exhibition and 8th edition of the Naval Defence and Maritime Security Exhibition in Feb 25 in UAE. If we look at the options, which among the following is right? A is right and B is right. If it is asked which is the incorrect one, A is incorrect and B is incorrect, C is the right option, that means A is right. A is saying that the Kalyani Strategic Systems Limited unveiled their locally designed light armored multi-role vehicle meeting North Atlantic Treaty Organization standards at the IDEX 2025. Right? So Kalyani Strategic Systems Limited. Is it so? No, it is Tata Advanced Systems Limited. Tata Advanced Systems Limited, they have introduced this light armored multi-role vehicle. Whereas if we talk about this MARG 45, they have introduced, this was introduced by Kalyani Strategic Systems Limited. So A and B are reversely, means oppositely they are mentioned, right? Now the options are right. Next, in Feb, India agreed to launch a new hotline for effective communication between the border forces with Bangladesh. Right, this was during the 55th Director General level Border Coordination Conference in New Delhi. Right, so between India and Bangladesh, this hotline was introduced. Next is name the organization that recently launched the three new initiatives, including the Choti SIP, Tarun Yojana, and Mitra to promote financial inclusion and investor awareness. If we look at the option, which is that organization, it is Association of Mutual Funds in India, AMFI. Correct. And here Choti systematic investment plan of 250 rupees was launched. Tarun Yojana was launched that will enhance the financial literacy into the school curriculums. Then Mitra was launched. What is Mitra? Mutual fund investment tracing and retrieval assistant. Next, in Feb, which country was honored with the Prince Michael Decade of Action Road Safety Award along with the Kingdom of Morocco at the 4th Ministerial Conference on Road Safety in Marrakech, Morocco. So it is our country, India. Next, in Feb, Sunil Bharti Mittal was honored with the title Dash for his contributions to strengthening business relations between the United Kingdom and India. It is the Knight Commander of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire. Next is name the new communication satellite that was recently launched by China through the Long March 3B carrier rocket into geosynchronous transfer orbit to replace China Sat 10. It is China Sat 10N. So this China Sat 10N will be replacing the China Sat 10, and this is the new communication satellite that has been launched using the Long March 3B carrier rocket of China. Next, who won the men's title at the 2025 Asian Snooker Championship held in Qatar by defeating Amir Sarkosh? So Pankaj Advani has recently won the men's title at the Asian Snooker Championship 2025 held at Qatar. Also remember, he has been honored with Arjuna Award in 2004, Khel Ratan Award in 2006, Padma Shri in 2009 and Padma Bhushan in 2018. Next, identify the renowned Odissi dancer and Padma Shri awardee who passed away at the age of 92 in Feb 2025. So, Mayadhar Roth. Mayadhar Roth passed away at the age of 92, born in 1933 in Cuttack district of Odisha. She is a Padma Shri awardee, that is the fourth highest civilian award honored to her in 2010, correct, and has passed away. Mayadhar Roth, correct, not her, to him, correct, Mayadhar Roth. Next, which location was officially upgraded to Nagaland's 17th district by Chief Minister of Nagaland, Nephew Rio, in Feb 2025? It is Meluri, right? Meluri was officially upgraded to Nagaland's 17th district. Next, mention the insurance company that became the first to launch the Bima ASBA, that is application supported by blocked amount facility to make premium payments easier and more transparent as guided by IRDAI. It is Bajaj Alliance Life Insurance Company. Next, where was the inaugural Soul Leadership Conclave 25 inaugurated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 21st of Feb, in which Bhutan's Prime Minister Dasho Shering Togbe participated during his visit to India? It is New Delhi, right? Next, in which state Prime Minister Narendra Modi released the 19th installment of the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme in Feb 2025? It is Bihar state. Next, which of the following is among the recipients of the National Dhanvantri Ayurveda Awards for 2025 bestowed by the Ministry of Ayush in Feb 2025? Who among the following here? Vaidya Tarachand Sharma, Vaidya Maya Ram Unial and Vaidya Samir Govind Jamadgini. Right, they three were honored with this National Dhanvantri Ayurveda Award for 2025. Next, identify the institute that recently signed 2 MOUs with the Comptroller and Auditor General of India to enhance innovation, data analytics and technology-driven governance. It is IIT Madras. Correct? IIT Madras. And they have signed this 2 MOU here that will enhance innovation, enhance data analytics skills and promote technology-driven governance practices. Next, pick out the correct statement regarding the inauguration of the Adi Mahotsav 2025 by the President of India Draupadi Murmu ma'am in Delhi. If we look at the options here, all three of them are rightly mentioned.
Next, mention the global initiative that the Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh joined during the 74th Foundation Day of Employees State Insurance Corporation on 24th of Feb in New Delhi. If we look at the options, it is Global Coalition for Social Justice. Here, this Global Coalition for Social Justice, launched by the International Labour Organization in November 2023, has already garnered 336 partners, including 9 governments, to promote policy coherence and action for advancing the social justice globally. Next is, what type of digital platform was launched by South Indian Bank under SIB Quick PL platform on 24th of Feb for new customers? It is personal loan. Next, which edition of the India-Japan Joint Military Exercise Dharma Guardian was held in Japan recently? It was the 6th edition of the Dharma Guardian exercise held between India and Japan. Right? Apart from this, JIMEX and Veer Guardian are also the exercises that are held between India and Japan. Next, what is the maximum loan amount that urban cooperative banks can classify as small value loans per borrower according to the revised guidelines issued by RBI on 24th of Feb? Right? What is the limit here? 3 crore rupees. Next, the appointment committee of the cabinet recently extended the tenure of Dr. Rajiv Singh Raghuvanshi as the Drug Controller General of India in the Central Drug Standard Control Organization on a contract basis effective from 1st of March 2025. Next is, which mission data was used to generate the first ever detailed geological map of the moon's south pole in Feb 2025? It is Chandrayaan 3. Next, mention the country that topped the medal tally by securing 5 gold, 2 silver and 1 bronze at the 2025 Archery Asia Cup World Ranking Tournament Stage 1 held in Bangkok, Thailand in Feb 2025. It is our country, India. Right, 5 gold, 2 silver and 1 bronze. And here South Korea secured the second position in medal tally. Next, who has been appointed as the first ever principal secretary to the Prime Minister Narendra Modi as announced by the Appointments Committee of the Cabinet? It is Shaktikant Das. Very important, take a note of this. Next is, name the Indian Grandmaster who finished as the runner-up at the 41st Capel La Grande International Open Tournament in Feb 25 after narrowing losing to IM Mahel of France. So P. Inyan. Next is, in Feb, Government e-Marketplace celebrated 6 years of the startups, women's and youth advantage through e-transactions, that is Swayat initiative in New Delhi, under which ministry Swayat was launched in 2019. It was launched under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Next, identify the Indian institute that launched India's first Hyperloop test track in partnership with the Ministry of Railways in Feb 2025, marking a significant advancement in the transportation technology. It is Indian Institute of Technology, Madras. Next, mention the country that recently launched an initiative, Green Transition Alliance, that is GTAI, to strengthen the collaboration with India in sustainable energy solutions and global carbon neutrality efforts. It is Denmark. Next, which of the following banks launched India's first public sector undertaking salary account with cyber fraud protection called Anmol Savings Account in Feb 2025? It is which bank? It is HDFC Bank. And here HDFC banks provide cyber fraud cover of up to 1.5 lakh rupees to the senior citizens, and cyber fraud cover ranges from 25,000 to 50,000 for the salaried professionals. Next, in Feb, RBI reduced the risk weightage on the scheduled commercial banks loans to NBFCs by 25 basis points. What is the new risk weight assigned to these loans after the reduction? It is 100%. Next, in Feb, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, they signed an MOU with BEML Limited for the skill development and professional excellence. This MOU was signed by Shrikanta Sharma, the executive director of the HMA, and the Mondeepa Roy, the head of the talent management at BEML. Next, Bain & Company and NASSCOM, they have jointly released a report transforming India into a tech-driven economy in Feb 2025. As per the report, by which year India is projected to become a high-income nation with a GDP between 23 to 25 trillion dollar. It is by the year 2047 when India will achieve 100 years of independence. Next, in Feb, high-level committee led by the Defense Secretary Rajesh Kumar Singh was formed to enhance private sector participation in the production of the Tejas Mk-1A light combat aircraft. Next, name the multimodal AI introduced by Microsoft capable of interpreting both images and languages while performing real-world tasks. It is Magma.
Next, identify the country that recently launched Trade and Investment Accelerator Fund to expand its economic partnership with India. The country is Australia here. The focus here will be on developing superhighways of growth that includes clean energy, education and skill, agribusiness, tourism. Also, India is expected to become the third largest economy by the year 2030. Next, which of the following government initiatives signed an agreement with the Paris Centre campus in Feb 25 to launch the Indo-French Life Sciences Sister Innovation Hub for advancing healthcare research and innovation? So, which of the following government initiatives? It is Center for Cellular and Molecular Platforms. Next, mention the Indian airport that ranked 8th among the top 10 busiest airports globally as per the official airlines guide report, World's Busiest Airport 2025 released in Feb. Which is that Indian airport? It is Indira Gandhi International Airport of Delhi. Next, identify the organization that sanctioned a loan of $200 million in Feb to improve climate and disaster resilient sewerage and drainage infrastructure in Kolkata, West Bengal. So, which is that organization that has sanctioned this amount? It is Asian Development Bank. Next, in Feb, SIDBI, they collaborated with Tata Capital Limited to enhance financing opportunities for the MSMEs. Next, what was the total disbursement of the microfinance loans during the third quarter of FY25 as per the 52nd edition of the Micrometer for quarter third of FY25 report released by Microfinance Institution Network India in Feb 2025? It is 22,091 crore rupees. Next, identify the missile that was jointly tested by DRDO and Indian Navy at the Integrated Test Range Chandipur, Odisha in Feb 2025. It is Naval Anti-Ship Missile Short Range. Next, name the lunar lander that was carried aboard SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket at the third moon landing mission of 2025, Intuitive Machines 2 from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in USA. So, which is that? Name that lunar lander. It is Athena. Right, and it will be landing close to the Chandrayaan 3 landing site. Next is Gene Hackman, an Oscar-winning legend known for the films The French Connection in 1971 and Unforgiven in 1992, passed away. He was a renowned actor. Next, who recently became the first women pilot to be permanently assigned to the Indian Air Force Jaguar Fighter Squadron? So, Tanushka Singh, correct? She became the first woman pilot to be permanently assigned to the Indian Air Force Jaguar Fighter Squadron. Next, which of the following banks provided 1,100 crore rupees to GMR Airport Limited through non-convertible bonds for acquiring Freport's stake in Delhi International Airport? So, which of the following bank provided this amount? It is Deutsche Bank of Germany. So, students, now let's move to the revision part for better learning that will help you in your competitive exams.
Start some revision first. We will be talking about international news. India has ranked third globally for the LEED Green Building certification in 2024 that was topped by China. Then BIMSTEC Youth Summit to kick off in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Then Trump has signed an executive order banning the transgender athletes from the women's sports. Singapore is the world's most powerful passport as of 2025 and India is at the 80th spot. Then Trump has declared Feb 9 as the Gulf of America Day after renaming Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. Then Dubai hosts the largest MRO Middle East and AIME 2025 edition. Then UN's Armed Food and Agriculture Organization, they have launched a $95 million climate resilient agriculture project in Somalia. 14th edition of Asian Fisheries and Aquaculture Forum on greening the blue growth in Asia Pacific region was held in New Delhi. Next is banking and finance. IDFC First Bank, they have launched exclusive banking package for senior citizens. Then RBI, they have reduced interest rates for the first time in 5 years. Then RBI, they formed a working group to review the trading and settlement training of the financial markets. Then IDFC First Bank and Econs, they have launched Amitabh Bachchan's AI avatar. Then RBI, they have approved 2 voluntary urban cooperative banks amalgamation. Policy Bazaar and HDFC Life, they have joined hands to offer products with 100% claim assurance, and EasyBuzz to get RBI authorization to operate as online payment aggregator. Then India's retail inflation eases to 4.3% in Jan 2025, and Exim Bank to provide $30 million credit to Vietnam for boats, petrol vessels and so on. Next is appointments and resignation. Biren Singh has quit as the Chief Minister after 2 years of Manipur. Then Nokia picks up Intel's AI and data center leader Justin Hotard as the new chief executive officer. Then Charanjot Singh Nanda elected as the ICAI president for the term 25-26. Then Shikhar Dhawan appointed as the brand ambassador of ICC Championship Trophy 2025. Then if we talk about awards, Tamil film Bad Girl has won the NET award at the International Film Festival of Rotterdam, and Indian students has won the bronze at the Global Best MGov award in Dubai. So that's all for the revision part, students. These are the important one-liners. Now let's move on.
Students, let's revise some one-liners. Zomato, it has been renamed to Eternal Food Delivery Company with a new logo, and under this Eternal, it will be Blinkit, Hyperpure, then Zomato, they will be coming. Then Odisha government, they have launched multiple initiatives that will empower the girls. Beti Bachao Beti Padhao initiative. 38th edition of the Surajkund International Craft Mela was held in Faridabad, that is in UP. Then Maharashtra government, they have launched Maitri 2.0 portal to make investment process hassle free. Next is FICCI, they an export city of Dubai. They have forged a partnership ahead of the 2025 Asia Pacific Cities Summit. Then 32nd season of the Indian Art History Congress began in Noida, UP. Cabinet has approved the extension of the tenure of National Commission for Safai Karamcharis for the next 3 years, and India will be hosting the first wave summit in Mumbai from 1st to 4th of May. Next, India has launched the first indigenous automated biomedical waste treatment plant, that is in New Delhi. Important. Next is DPIIT. They have signed a pact with Korean Institute to enhance the cooperation in the logistics sector. Then Indian cricket team has urged the people to join and donate organs and save lives. Indian Institute of Spices Research, they will be hosting a spice startup conclave. Next is third edition of the Kashi Tamil Sangam, that to be held on from 15th of Feb onwards. Next is Reliance Consumer has launched a sports drink, that is Spinner, at 10 rupees. Next is ONGC, they have signed a pact with BP Bharat Petroleum for oil exploration. Next is India has introduced new HS code that will allow the exporters of GI recognized rice varieties in the international market. Next is Honeywell and AMG Green. They have signed an MOU that will advance the carbon capture SAF in India. Next is second edition of India-France AI Policy Roundtable was held on the sidelines of the AI Exchange Summit held in Paris, France, and it was attended by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Emmanuel Macron. Then Amit Shah chaired the Parliamentary Consultative Committee for the Ministry of Home Affairs on Cyber Security and Cybercrime. Government has revised the guidelines for Market Intervention Scheme, that is MIS. Then THDC India, they have entered the thermal energy sector and have begun the operation of 660 megawatt unit at Khurja plant. BPCL, they have signed major deals with Petrobras and Shipping Corporation of India. Next is Airtel, they have awarded the contract to Nokia to expand 5G wireless broadband access. So these were some one-liner, students. Now let's move to the main content.
स्टूडेंट्स आइए कुछ वन लाइनर्स रिवाइज करते हैं. अपॉइंटमेंट्स एंड रेजिग्नेशन से स्टार्ट करते हैं. शक्तिकांत दास, इनको प्रिंसिपल सेक्रेटरी अपॉइंट किया गया है टू प्राइम मिनिस्टर. कोटक महिंद्रा प्राइम, इन्होंने अपॉइंट किया शाहरुख तोडेवाला को एज द न्यू मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर एंड सीईओ. देन नीति आयोग के सीईओ सुब्रमण्यम, इनको अपॉइंट किया गया, इनको एक्सटेंड किया गया इनका टर्म बाय 1 ईयर. सिमिलरली राजीव सिंह रघुवंशी का भी टर्म एज डीजीसीआई एक्सटेंड कर दिया गया बाय 1 ईयर. कश पटेल, ये 9वें एफबीआई डायरेक्टर अपॉइंट किए गए हैं. देन यूनिलीवर के सीईओ हैन शुमाकर, इन्होंने स्टेप डाउन कर दिया अपनी पोजीशन से. देन टाटा सन्स चेयरमैन एन चंद्रशेखरन टू लीड द रतन टाटा एंडाउमेंट फाउंडेशन. देन फाइनेंस सेक्रेटरी तुहिन कांता पांडे, इनको अपॉइंट किया गया एज द न्यू सेबी चेयरमैन. नेक्स्ट आ जाते हैं स्पोर्ट्स के ऊपर. शामी ने अभी ज्वाइन किया अलीट लिस्ट ऑफ बॉलर्स विद 200 ओडीआई विकेट्स वनडे इंटरनेशनल. देन रोहित शर्मा, ये सेकंड फास्टेस्ट क्रिकेटर बन गए टू कंप्लीट 11,000 रन्स इन ओडीआई क्रिकेट. सिमिलरली विराट कोहली, ये फास्टेस्ट पर्सन बन गए टू कंप्लीट 14,000 रन्स इन ओडीआई. गुलवीर सिंह, इन्होंने हिस्ट्री बनाई बाय बिकमिंग द फर्स्ट इंडियन टू ब्रेक 13-minute बैरियर इन मैन 5,000 मीटर इंडोर रेस. देन जीवन एंड विजय सुंदर पार्शनाथ, इन्होंने पुणे एटीपी चैलेंजर 100 डबल्स टाइटल को जीत लिया. एंड इंडियन वीमेन फुटबॉल टीम ये थर्ड आई इन द सेकंड पिंक लेडीज कप 2025 में. नेक्स्ट आ जाते हैं बैंकिंग एंड फाइनेंशियल्स पर. आरबीआई ने पेनल्टी इम्पोज करी सिटी बैंक, आशीर्वाद माइक्रो फाइनेंस एंड जेएम फिन होम लोन्स पर. एनएसडीएल एंड सीडीएसएल के द्वारा एक एप्लीकेशन लॉन्च की गई जो कि है यूनिफाइड इन्वेस्टर्स ऐप. मोबीक्विक इन्होंने एक्वायर किया 3.39% स्टेक इन अ B2B बिजनेस टू बिजनेस इंफ्रा प्लेटफॉर्म ब्लॉस्टम में 1.49 करोड़ की इन्वेस्टमेंट से. देन एक्स SBI चेयरमैन दिनेश खारा टू हेड द पैनल टू इम्प्लीमेंट अमेंडमेंट टू इंश्योरेंस लॉ. देन RBI ने लॉन्च किया फाइनेंशियल लिटरेसी वीक को टू फोकस ऑन वीमेंस प्रॉस्पेरिटी. एंड सेबी इन्होंने स्लैप किया 10 लाख रुपीज की पेनल्टी ऑन एक्सिस सिक्योरिटीज फॉर वायलेटिंग द स्टॉक रूल्स. Next, students, we are talking about international affairs. Microsoft has unveiled a quantum chip by the name Majorana 1 that is powered by new state of matter, right? Also remember recently it was Google. They have also launched a new quantum chip. What is the name of that quantum chip? This is your homework. Coming back, Microsoft, they have unveiled this Maurana 1 that is a new quantum chip. Then Brazil, they have joined the OPEC Plus forum to balance the oil production and energy transition goal. We have discussed this. And this year's BRICS summit will also be held in basically the chairmanship of BRICS is with Russia, Brazil. Then India, Bangladesh, they have agreed to launch a new hotline between the borders. That means it will establish a communication between India and Bangladesh. Then the Kelly Fund, they have launched in the margins of the resume sessions of the COP16. And United Arab Emirates, they have launched a 10-year blue residency visa system. Similarly, a golden visa system launched by USA will be costing how much? What is the amount that an individual need to pay for buying this golden visa? This is your homework. Who has recently launched international incoming spoofed calls prevention system to block the spoofed international calls? So who has recently launched this? It was launched by Jyotiraditya Scindia ji, who is our Union Minister of Communication as well as the Union Minister of the Development of Northeastern region. This system has been designed specifically with the objective to reduce the number of the fraudulent calls that display +91 code of India, that is a prefix for India, but they are originating from abroad. These are the scam calls, and to protect Indians from these scammers, this initiative has been taken. Next, name the project that was launched by Union Minister Rajiv Ranjan Singh worth $25 million to strengthen the animal health security in India. This is your pandemic fund project, right? And this has been launched by whom? Union Minister Rajiv Ranjan Singh, who is our Union Minister of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, and he has launched this pandemic fund project. This project will be a fund of, or this fund will be of $25 million that will be funded by the G20 pandemic fund or G20 countries, group of 20 countries pandemic fund. Correct. Apart from this, he has also launched the 21st edition of the livestock census, which will be conducted till Feb 2025 at a cost of 200 crore rupees. Also, it will be implemented in collaboration with Asian Development Bank, Food and Agriculture Organization of UN and World Bank Group. Next thing, remember, the G20 Pandemic Fund was established under the Indonesia's presidency of G20 in 2022. Next, which ministry has recently launched Gram Panchayat Level Weather Forecasting Initiative in collaboration with the India Meteorological Department to provide daily weather updates to Gram Panchayat? It is Ministry of Panchayati Raj, and this is the first time that the localized weather forecast will be available at the Gram Panchayat level. This has been developed in collaboration with Ministry of Panchayati Raj and India Meteorological Department under the Ministry of Earth Science. Next, who has recently unveiled the statue of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel at the Census Building in New Delhi? So who inaugurated it? It was inaugurated by Amit Shah, our Home Minister. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, also known as the Iron Man of India, right? And also this is basically he gave so much, or he struggled so much, and he gave so much sacrifice for the nation's interest. For the same reason, this statue has been provided. Also, a CRS mobile application, that is civil registration system mobile application, has been launched, that has been also be used, or that will be providing a hassle-free registration of the births and deaths of the individuals. With this, you will be able to get easily your death certificate and a birth certificate. Next, one more thing, remember, Kendriya Griha Mantri Dakshata Padak. This was instituted by which ministry? Ministry of Home Affairs, and it was instituted on 1st of Feb 2024. Next, which state has recently declared the Sardar Sammelan as their state festival? So which is that state? It is Telangana state that has declared Sardar Sammelan as their state
festival. Directly remember, the Chief Secretary of Telangana, Shanti Kumari, declared this Sardar Sammelan as a state festival of Telangana. And here, this Sardar Sammelan is celebrated 2 days after Diwali. This is a primary event organized by Yadav community since 1946. And this festival features a grand procession of decorated buffaloes, symbolizing your pride and devotion. Next, which ministry has recently launched revised standard operating procedures partnered with Railway Protection Force to protect the vulnerable children that are found on the railway premises nationwide? So, which is that ministry? It is Ministry of Women, Child and Development. They have partnered with Railway Protection Force, and in order with this, they have launched a standard operating procedures that how they will be saving the children that are found on the railway premises, right? The child who are left by their parents, right? So to help them, to provide them with a better education, with better healthcare facilities, with proper food and nutrition, right? And help them grow in their journey, this standard operating procedures has been launched here. Also, over the last 5 years, Railway Protection Force, they have rescued more than 57,000 children from human trafficking, and among them almost 80,000 plus were girls. Next, rural employment under Manrega has increased from 16,600 crore rupees of FY 2007 to FY 14 to dash between FY 15 to FY 25. So it has increased to 2,923 crore rupees from 1660 crore rupees. Next, which country was elected as the country of focus for the 55th International Film Festival of India to be held in Panaji, Goa? Which country? It is Australia was the focus country here. This was the 55th edition of the International Film Festival of India scheduled to be held in Panaji, Goa. Correct? Country of focus, that is Australia. Next is which subdivision has officially been declared as the 17th district of Nagaland? So Meluri. Meluri is the 17th district of Nagaland following the notification from the governor of Nagaland. Take a note of this. And who is the governor of Nagaland? Laganation. Next is which zoological park will become the first zoo in India to receive the certification from IGBC, that is Indian Green Building Council. So which is that zoological park? It is Durgesh Aryana Zoological Park located in Himachal Pradesh, correct? And it is located in the Bhakhandi area of the Kangra district, that is in Himachal Pradesh, right? And it will become the first zoo in India to receive the certification from IGBC. This certification will highlight the commitment for sustainable infrastructure, eco-friendly practices that are being followed there, the conservation of the environment, and so on. Next, which ministry has recently reconstituted the Central Apprenticeship Council for a period of 3-year term? It is Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. Correct? So this is the ministry that reconstituted this Central Apprenticeship Council for the next 3 years. Who will chair this council? It will be chaired by Jayant Chaudhary. Next, which ministry has recently amended the bicycle retro reflective device, that is quality control order for 2020? So which ministry it will be? It is Ministry of Commerce and Industry. This QCO, quality control order on bicycle retro reflective devices, right? It is one of the many initiatives for making sure that the quality is good, providing a better quality ecosystem, attracting various investment, and also focusing on the entrepreneurship talent that places importance on product quality. Or also remember here there is an exemption on the import of 200 bicycle reflectors for the purpose of research and development by the manufacturers. Next, who has recently inaugurated the Shilp Samagam Mela in New Delhi? It was inaugurated by Dr. Virendra Kumar. He also inaugurated Tulip. Right, Tulip is a brand that is Traditional Artisans Upliftment Livelihood Program. This is a digital platform for the craft and community empowerment. Right, this initiative will offer an opportunity to honor the skills and cultural diversity of the artisans. Next, which organization celebrated the 50th Raising Day on 7th of November 2024? It is NTPC Limited. Correct, NTPC 50 years logo was also launched on the occasion of reflecting NTPC's everlasting commitment to growth and excellence. Also, remember this was the 50th Raising Day celebrated on 7th of November. Next is in which state the first ever integrated check post was launched on India-Bhutan border? So, first integrated check post, it was in Assam, right? And this integrated check post will allow the entry and exit for the third country nationals via land, and it will cover 14.5 acres in the Daranga district, and it will also enhance train and cross-border transit with modern infrastructure. Next is, which state has recently become the first Indian state to implement a dedicated semiconductor policy? It is Gujarat, and Gujarat is also known as the manufacturing hub for semiconductors. Next is, in which city India's first writers village was inaugurated to encourage the creativity and offer a supportive space for writers from all over the nation. Right? In which city that was known as the writers village? It is Dehradun in Uttarakhand. Right? It is known as the writers village, correct? And here remember, it was conceived by the chief minister. This was conceived by the former chief minister Ramesh Pokhriyal, right, who was a renowned writer in his own terms, right? And this aims to encourage the creativity and support the space for writers from all over the nations here. So which is the first writers village of India? It is Dehradun in Uttarakhand. Next is, which department has recently organized the National MSME Cluster Outreach Program in partnership with SIDBI? So, which department? It is Department of Financial Services. Correct? Take a note of this. Moving on, which ministry has recently approved the establishment of first all-women battalion of CISF, that is Central Industrial Security Force? Right? Which ministry? It is the Ministry of Home Affairs. Right, the establishment of this all-women battalion will encourage more aspiring young women to join CISF, and women constitute 7% of the CISF that have been preferred choice for them among the CAPF, that is Central Armed Police Forces. Next, which category industries have been recently exempted by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change from obtaining approval from the State Pollution Control Board? Right, which is that category of, or which category industries? It is your white category industries that have been exempted by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change to obtain this state pollution control certificate. Right, take a note of this. What are these white category industries? These are those category industry, or in those industries that create almost zero pollution in their process of making products. Right, and this decision is a part of a broader initiative that will streamline the business processes. Next, name the festival series that was recently launched by the Ministry of Culture to celebrate and preserve the India's traditional art. It is Amrit Parampara. Right, this is the festival series launched by the Ministry of Culture and to preserve the India's traditional art. This was held from 2 to 5th of November at Kartavya Path, that was at the Center for Cultural Resources and Training campus at Dwarka, Gujarat. This event, it showcased various art forms including Nagar Sankirtan, Govardhan Puja from Braj, Kuchipudi from Andhra Pradesh, Bharatanatyam from other states, and many things were also showcased here, basically to promote the traditional art here. Next, name the pilot project that was recently launched by the Ministry of Science and Technology under National Geospatial Policy 2022 to illustrate the possible applications of geospatial technologies. It is Operation Dronagiri. Take a note of it. Next, who has been recently inaugurated the first ever Bodoland Mahotsav in New Delhi? Who inaugurated it? It was inaugurated with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The theme of this Bodoland Mahotsav is important: peace and harmony for prosperous Bharat. I repeat, peace and harmony for prosperous Bharat. Also, central government has given a special package of 1500 crore rupees, and the Assam government special package to boost the Bodoland Mahotsav. Next is, which organization has recently celebrated its 72nd Foundation Day on 15th of November 2024? It is EPFO, that is Employees Provident Fund Organization, right? The EPFO, they have recently celebrated their 72nd Foundation Day. Moving on, which act permits recent rule about light motor vehicle drivers operating transport vehicles under 7500 kg without additional authorization? It is under the Motor Vehicles Act of 1998. That is, if the vehicle is carrying goods worth 7,500 kilograms and less, then they do not need to have this any other license, right? Without any, because they can use the light motor vehicle license for this 7,500 kg vehicle also, right? But they do not have to go for the heavy vehicle license, right? Above this payload, then they have to go for the license. Next, which educational institute was recently commemorated by the Department of Post with a special cover on its 121st anniversary? It was which university? It is Madras Veterinary College, right? This MVC, Madras Veterinary College, was founded on 1st of October in 1903 and was the third veterinary college in India and also recognized as the Southern Regional Postgraduate Institute. Next, who was recently launched the Grievance Redressal Assessment and Index during the National Workshop on Effective Redressal of Public Grievances held in New Delhi. So, who launched this? It was launched by Dr. Jitendra Singh, right? And also remember, he has also launched this GRAI, that is your Grievance Redressal Assessment and Index. This was during the national workshop that was on the effective redressal of public grievances held at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi. This GRAI, it will basically prevent the organization wise comparative data and provide valuable insights about the strengths and areas of the improvements regarding the grievance redressal mechanism. So that's all for the day, students. Now let's move to revision part, students, that will be beneficial in your learning.
Next, which organization has stated that the growth in the assets under management of NBFCs is expected to moderate to 15 to 17% in FY25 as well as in FY26? It is CRISIL Ratings Limited, and this marks a decline of 600 to 800 basis points from a strong growth of 23% in FY24. Next, which among the following is not included in the abolition of the special additional excise duty, also known as the windfall tax, by the Government of India in December 2024? Among the following which is not included here? So, natural gas is not included in the abolition of the special additional excise duty, also known as windfall tax. So, windfall tax on these commodities will be reduced. Next, in December, State Bank of India released their latest Economic Research Department report stating that India's GDP growth is how much? It is 6.3% for FY25. Next, according to Asian Development Bank's report, that is Asian Development Outlook for December 24, steady growth amid a shifting global policy landscape, India's GDP growth forecast for FY25 has been reduced to dash. It has been reduced to 6.5%, that was earlier estimated by Asian Development Bank to be 7%. Next is according to S&P Global Ratings report, India outlook for 2025. So India's GDP rate will remain unchanged at 6.8% for FY25. See, you are seeing different organization giving the different data. Next, which car has recently partnered with, or which car group has partnered with UNICEF to transform the educational landscape for 1 lakh children across 4 states in India? It is your BMW group. It is Munich, Germany based BMW group that partnered with UNICEF to transform educational landscapes for 1 lakh children across 4 states in India. Which are these 4 states? Assam, Jharkhand, Tamil Nadu and West Bengal. Next, which among the following are right? About the National Apex Chamber, the PhD Chamber of Commerce and Industry, they have released this report, right? Among them, which of the following is right? Right? We have to tell me the correct one. If we look at the options, all these 3 are rightly mentioned. Next, Fitch Ratings Incorporation recently revised the India's GDP growth forecast for FY25, lowering it to dash from the previous estimates of 7%, lowering it to 6.4% from the previous estimates of 7%. Next is which company has recently extended their partnership with Telenor Denmark, a leading mobile operator in Denmark, for another 5 years to enhance information technology systems. It is TCS, Tata Consultancy Service Limited, and it has been extended for 5 years. Next is which company has collaborated with Amazon Finance India Private Limited to create innovative credit solutions for customers and merchants by offering loan products through Amazon's application and website. It is L&T Finance Limited. This partnership was unveiled at RAISE 24, that is India's leading AI focused event focusing on banking, financial service and insurance sector. Next, Care Edge rating, they have recently revised the GDP projection for India for FY25 to 6.5%. That was earlier estimated to be 6.8%. Next, what is the total foreign direct investment inflow in India since April 2000 as per the data released by DPIIT? So since April 2000, India has received a total FDI of $1 trillion. Next, which company's board of directors recently approved the incorporation of a healthcare subsidiary to provide healthcare allied services? So which company is it? It is your PB Fintech. Next, in December, TCS Limited, an information technology service provider based in Mumbai, Maharashtra, collaborated with Landis Gear, an energy management company that is based in Dash, to offer innovative solutions that help utilities improve energy efficiency. Right? That is based in Chem, Switzerland. Take a note of it. Next, which bank has recently partnered with TCS to modernize the bank's digital core for enhanced customer services? It is Bank of Bhutan. It is Bank of Bhutan. Next, in December, Finance Minister of UP Suresh Kumar Khanna presented a second supplementary budget of 17,865 crore rupees, correct, for UP for FY25. Next is, in December, Hindustan Petro Corporation Limited, they signed an agreement with NICDC Logistics Data Service Limited to integrate their application programming interface with what? It is with Unified Logistic Interface Platform. Next is, in December, India Ratings and Research released its FY 2026 macroeconomic outlook. It is projected that the Indian economy will be growing at dash in FY26. Indian economy will be growing at 6.6% in FY26. Retained inflation is projected at 4.4% in FY26.